Surely, someone else must have caught one of these. You lurk around, hoping to spot one of them. Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you. -2 reason. The young man with glassy eyes. The young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies as he caresses his catch. The beating movements of his arms disturb you. The ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? We're gonna try and talk him out of it. Unable to convince the person, you close your eyes as they jump off the cliff. After a slow interrogation, the young man manages to stutter out something about an organized fishing trip. And I got the drench status. This basically slows me down until the end of the mystery. Oops. So this is interesting because now we have 2 enemies to face. I'm going to take out Mr. Pachinko first because he's going to do a lot more damage to me a lot faster. I have a 100% chance to hit. And thanks to that drench status, I unfortunately have, I can only fit 4 attacks in. So this will give me 16 damage. This, however, will give me 18 damage. You can tell which one I'm attacking by where the arrow is pointed. And I can swap between them with this A to B button. And I believe my damage will transfer over, so I'm just going to... yeah. Oh, and I get to pick something up. A painkiller. That's actually very nice. The painkiller will give us 2 stamina if we use it. You slip out at night and race towards the beach, terrified of what comes next. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only audible sounds are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeats. You arrive at the water's edge, breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light, tiny yellow spots navigating across the dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. It's not the sailors. The black beings must have left their bodies. Shocked, you watch them sail their way out of the harbor. You're terrified at their power, but relieved they did not drag their meat puppets with them. The black beings never returned, yet mothers would not let their children play on the beach. Over time, people forgot the last time they saw a boat out on the waves, though some claim they see the strange beings come into port at night. We got ending A, and that's another 45 experience for us, -3 doom, +1 stamina and reason, and another day passes, of course. And of course we're going to gain a level. I am going to take... actually, no. I'm going to take the art knowledge perk and a point in charisma. There's a reason I'm choosing the stats I am. I'm actually taking art knowledge for the point in perception. That'll get me up to 8 perception. The point in charisma will get me up to 8 charisma. Alright, what do we got? The friendly dog disappeared last night. You'll have to find a new place to buy equipment. Well, that's easy. I don't need to buy any more equipment. We're gonna go home and collect our final key. I'm also going to take a bath. Get a little more experience. No, I'm actually going to take a cold bath. Get me just a little more reason. 8 is actually a very important breakpoint for a reason I'm going to explain. I'm now able to go to the lighthouse. And we get to open all of these locks and enter the lighthouse. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you two things, that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place and that you should run away from this place as far and fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. I am going to rest a bit. There. 40 doom, that's plenty for me. And that should be enough. This is why I said Aiko is kind of cracked, honestly. Her fast combat actions really allowed me to spam some of the stronger attacks that I very rarely use on other characters. We're going to start climbing. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. A cable that should be powering it is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in weird moist goo. Just inhaling the fumes makes your eyes itch and water, but to power the gate you'll need to disconnect a faulty plug. We're going to disconnect it. And because we have 8 strength, we have succeeded the strength check. Weird goo burns your fingers, but you quickly manage to separate the faulty plug and connect the proper cable. With a buzz, the gate opens. This is why 8 is such an important breakpoint for the lighthouse checks. If you have 8 in a stat, you will auto-pass it. If you don't have 8, you auto-fail it. Climbing up the winding staircase, you are stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. The rules have changed, kiddo, he says, taking the jacket and the mask off. Nothing personal, really. And we have Takashi-san. Someone we have never met before. Okay, we have a 105% chance to hit. So we are going to just check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3 is 24. I can do 24 damage with that. Or I can do 16. We are going to spam the weaker attack. In part because it's hilarious. Basically, my knife goes slice, 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 slice. As I said, her speed is kinda cracked. You're stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast. We're going to try and reason with her. You try to talk her until allowing you to pass. It's too late anyway, she whispers again, letting you continue. The delinquent girl nods sadly as you pass her. This was actually a charisma check. We have 8 charisma, so we passed it. If we didn't have 8 charisma, well, the results would have been different. We still would have gotten past her, but we would have taken reason damage, I believe. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by a metal gate. A tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. This might be a knowledge check, so I'm probably gonna fail it. Yeah. You grab the rods, electricity flowing through your body and burning the nerve endings. The pain is almost unbearable, but with a buzz, the gate opens. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. If there's a switch inside, you have to risk getting cut by numerous night glass shards and knives. We're going to find a switch anyway. This is, I believe, a dexterity check. You've managed to locate the door switch while avoiding the knives and glass shards. With a buzz, the gate opens. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? The answer is no. We have arrived just in the nick of time. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you are relieved and collapse on the floor. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You manage to stop the ritual waking the eldritch old god, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right once more. Congratulations, you are safe for now. Alright, and so we have succeeded in our run. We also got 6 new achievements. Dang. We're gonna take a look at that, actually. To view your achievements, you go into the extra menu, and there's an achievements thing. So we got the Peking Tom one for meeting a school wraith. We got the Monkey Wrench Never-Ending Summer achievement for when I clicked on the date and changed it to June. We completed a playthrough without resting. That gives us Challenges mode. We completed the game with the second character. That gives us a Cursed Cartridge item. Aiko is the second character. And the number of the characters is just how they're listed in order on the page. We've gotten access to the Hermit Ally by rolling a 1 during a stat check. We got the Innocent Student outfit by booping the dog's nose last time. We got Endless mode by winning our first playthrough. We got pain medication due to the fact that we lost our last playthrough due to reason loss. We unlocked the medical history backstory, which I remember being quite a challenge. But that's going to be the next one we're going to play with. And we got the potential to get the Maria ally by defeating the Dream Devourer without killing a single patient. And we're going to go back to the menu because that is where I'm going to wrap it up for here. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you all later. Bye.